Welcome to our training session on the supplier bid submission process. I am Huraman Muradova, and today we will guide you through the essential steps for submitting a successful bid. When you are invited to an event, the first thing you will get is an invitation. It will come to your mailbox from Oracle Fusion. You can quickly look at the invitation and choose to accept or decline it. In your mailbox, you will usually see three pieces of information: the name of the event, the start date, and the end date. However, it's strongly recommended that you sign in to the procurement tool and make your decision after careful consideration. Once you are logged in, there are three ways you can access the event. Please have a look at the Think to Finish section. Here you can see the latest notifications have been addressed to you. Please draw your attention to the upper right part of the screen, and there you will see a bell whenever you receive a notification. It will be indicated by numbers on the bell, and the highly recommended version through Supplier portal. Once you click the Supplier portal, a new page will be opened. And here in the Requiring Attention part, you can see the active events belonging to you. Please click here, and now you have successfully entered to an event you have been invited. What is expected from the vendor? We expect you to familiarize yourself with all the sections on the left side of the screen. This includes overview, requirements, lines, and contract terms. Overview section. This section contains important files about the tender and sourcing process. It's essential to review these to ensure a smooth workflow. Requirements section. Pay attention to the go, no-go criteria. Vendors will be evaluated based on these criteria in the next steps. Lines section. Here you will find details about what we want to buy, including product names and quantities. After careful consideration, the vendor can decide whether to participate in the tender. To do this, go to the upper right corner of the screen and click on Actions. Then click Respond and choose Acknowledge Participation. A small window will open, allowing you to respond to the questionnaire. You can choose Yes or No, and you may also add a note. Adding a note is especially important if you choose No. We'd appreciate knowing the reason for your refusal, such as not having the required products or finding the scope too small. Each event has a specific deadline. In this case, you need to review the documents and make your decision by September 12th at 12:30 p.m. After this time, you will not be able to add a response. Please take your time and consider any potential technical issues. It's best to start evaluating the invitation a few hours before the deadline. If you have any questions, please go to the Messages section. Click on the Messages sections. Then click the plus button. In the small window that opens, you can add a subject, text, and even attach a helpful document. And when after completing your question, please press Send. Let me highlight the golden rule again. Since the sourcing hasn't been completed yet, you are not allowed to address any type of questions concerning the price offers. This section is only for clarifying the issues if needed. Once our specialists receive your message, they will get back to you shortly. When you receive a reply, it will be indicated as 1, 2, 3, etc. on the bell or next to the messages. Additionally, you will receive an email notification, and you may read the particular reply directly in your mailbox. However, it's still recommended to go to the Supplier portal and enter the message. Once you enter to the Supplier portal, in the requiring attention part, the number of active notifications will be increased to 2. If you remember, it was only 1 in the beginning. Please always check the messages section, because it's not only replies to your requests, however, to the other vendors. It will be beneficial for you to read the answers of the other questions throughout the decision making. When you enter the messages section and see a reply to your request, you can ask follow-up questions. This can continue as Q&A chain. It's completely up to you, depending on how clear the provided answer is. After you have your answers, vendors are expected to provide their price offers. To do this, go to the Supplier portal and click Create Response in the upper right corner of the screen. Creating a response involves 4 key steps: overview, requirements, lines, and review. Once you complete these 4 steps, you can submit your price offers. If you miss any required parts, an error will occur, and you will need to go back, make the necessary corrections, and submit your offers again. In the Overview section, pay attention to the negotiation currency, which will usually be Azerbaijan manat. Then please enter the date until when your offer is valid. Commonly, it's 3 months from now. Please click Primary if you want us to consider this as primary offer. Regarding payment terms, we as a holding prefer to be 100% post-payment and would like to see that you agree with it. However, if it's now suitable for you, please provide your related comments. Supplier delivery and Inca terms. Please fill out this part, as well as since it's mandatory to do so. For example, if it's DDP, FAC, etc. And also estimated delivery date, 19 days, 1 week, or so on. Let me once again mention that in the Overview section, there should be no information concerning price. In the worst case, you may add technical document in the attachments, but not any document indicating price. If you are done with this part, in order to go to the next section, please press Next. Or alternatively, you can click Save and then click Requirements. Requirements section divided into 2 questionnaire sections. In Go No Go section, you will have multiple questions to be answered in order to reassure whether the vendor complies with what we are looking for or not. These questions will differ from tender to tender. However, the intention remains unchanged. And most importantly, we are looking forward to see supportive documents attached to each answer. If you forgot to attach one, the error will occur at the end when you will submit your proposal. After completing this section, please go to the technical section. and repeat the same steps. And when, click Save and press 2 lines. In this section, please double-check all your answers, because it's the part in which you are going to add your price offers. Please add the number which indicates the total amount in the blank, and then click pencil symbol in order to edit, which basically for adding more detailed information. In the newly opened window, you are expected to attach price book with a precise price breakdown. Please then click Save and Close. Please be aware that other Connect and group companies will accept this as a final price offer. In Review section, please carefully review all the information that you have added. Please pay attention to the Overview and Requirements section, and ensure that you haven't added any type of information concerning price. Also, you have attached all the necessary documents that you have been asked for, and in the line section, the amount that you have entered is correct, and you have attached the price book. Now please press Save, and as a final step, please press Submit. Without that step, we won't be able to see your response, although you have completed all the necessary steps. And by this, the vendor confirms that all the information provided is correct and ready to be evaluated. The supplier can submit a new applications. To do this, go to Actions, select the Respond, and then Create Response. Then you need to choose in the window Copy from an existing response, and then Active Primary, and press Create. In this way, you can submit a new application by changing the information in the windows. When completing the process, if any important information wasn't entered, a message about this will pop up on the screen. After completing these steps, you may see your submitted response by following these steps. Analyze, view response history. Since you may submit multiple responses, you may view all of them. The overall rank can be closed or opened for the supplier by the procurement specialist. If closed, it will not be visible until the final results are announced. We can see remaining duration of the event in time remaining. In this window, it's possible to monitor whether the offer has been reviewed by other Connect and group companies. Status Active Locked means that the offer hasn't been reviewed. Thank you for watching our training on the supplier bid submission process. We hope you found it helpful, and good luck with your bids.